years. So, larger borrowers, national players like the REITs have had pretty good access to the capital markets, pretty good access to debt capital throughout this cycle, whereas it's really the small businesses, other smaller investors in more tertiary markets who have had less access to capital. And looking across the spectrum in terms of where debt capital has come, this is going through the second quarter, so we can see that we saw an upturn across all sectors. We've seen more CMBS issuance, over $20 billion in the first half of 2011 versus only $13 billion in all of 2010. Banks had turned the corner. We were beginning to see more debt capital from the banks. But the major drivers, Fannie and Freddie throughout has helped provide debt capital to the multifamily sector, and that's really been one of the major factors behind multifamily outperforming other property types in CRE. And then life insurers more recently have been very aggressive over the last year or so. This kind of low leverage, low spread, relatively safe environment has really favored the kind of lending that they tend to do. And, larger size assets, over 75% of life insurer loans in 2010 were loans $25 million or more. And that's up from an average of 50% for them over the last decade. So they're focusing even more on these high quality assets. In the CMBS space, we saw CMBS lenders getting more aggressive in the first half of this year. What this chart is looking at is debt yields at origination. And, this is a metric that's become more popular. Here we're looking at debt yield simply as in-place NOI divided by the loan balance. And you can see that in the second quarter of 2011,